Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
The boxing community is buzzing with one major concern. Has Gervonta "Tank" Davis reached a turning point in his career? Once promoted as boxing's next global star, the man expected to carry on Floyd Mayweather's legacy, Tank built his reputation as a devastating puncher who filled arenas and dominated pay-per-view events. But lately, that image feels distant. Between unexpected legal troubles, growing criticism over avoided top-level opponents, and an uninspiring showing against Lamont Roach that raised serious doubts among fans, it's starting to feel like the passion that once fueled his rise may be fading. What we could be witnessing now isn't just a rough patch but the possible closing chapter of a defining era in boxing.
Looking like this for y'all. Cause y'all thinking ain't no love over here. We'll put the quad on here.
How did y'all meet? Hold on. Okay. I want to say something too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want me and this dude
Let's get this clear.
To be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying. Flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying? We're getting a lot of money and we're doing some big things. And it's only, the sky's the limit for both of us, all 3 of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we're supposed to.
And ain't no way that's going to happen with an OG in this corner and I'm OG in this corner here. And never in the future. It ain't going to never happen. It's business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
How did y'all meet?
Got some greatness around here.
How did y'all meet?
Devin was fighting, how old you was?
Young, like, young, 14.
But I already knew about Devin a long time ago because he was in the amateurs, you know what I mean, beating everybody up and shit like that. Now he turned pro.
If y'all play it right, it's a 9-figure fight, though. If y'all play this shit right,
Here you go.
I'm being 100 with y'all. I want y'all to make money.
Kimbo
Say it again.
Things are about to get chaotic, so let's break it down. 4 years, Gervonta Davis carved out a fearsome image as one of boxing's most dangerous finishers. From 130 to 135 pounds, his power changed fights in an instant. Every punch carried meaning. Every appearance felt like an event. Fans drew parallels to legends known for pure destruction, while Floyd Mayweather himself positioned Tank as the sport's next standard-bearer. And Davis leaned into that identity, thriving as the lightweight division's most intimidating presence.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's active and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta "Tank" Davis. When Gervonta "Tank" Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
But recently, that presence has faded. The fire that once defined him, the urgency, the ruthless edge, it no longer shows up the way it used to.
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Instead of seeing his name attached to blockbuster fight announcements, the spotlight keeps shifting to legal trouble and courtroom appearances. Each new headline adds to the growing belief among fans that boxing may no longer be his main focus. And this leads to the issue many have been avoiding. At a moment when Tank should have been fully locked in on his career and legacy, he found himself once again dealing with serious allegations tied to a domestic violence case, pulling attention away from the sport and raising even more questions about his future.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him.
Details began to emerge about a troubling situation that sent shockwaves through his supporters and reinforced the growing perception that Tank is struggling to manage his life beyond the ropes.
Tank Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
You know, I mean, hey,
Look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your that's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
And this wasn't an isolated moment. His history includes a string of legal issues, ranging from public incidents to traffic-related cases, all of which seem to come and go without lasting consequences to his career. Each time, he returned to the ring as if nothing had happened. But this situation feels different. The patience of fans and analysts is wearing thin. More voices are saying the same thing. You can't expect to be recognized as the sport's top figure when your time is split between court dates and preparation for fights.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is, she locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even, take that. You know what I mean? She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment and have my kids and nothing to come visit me and things like that. I just want to spread light on this situation because I feel as though she's taking advantage of me. She feels
you have 30 seconds remaining.
And she's doing stuff that's not right to me. I feel as though I don't know if she's advantage of or not, but the things that she's doing right now is not right. You know what I mean? I feel as though I need to shed light on this situation.
Then came the Lamont Roach bout, a fight meant to reset everything. This was supposed to be Tank's chance to make a statement, an easy win that would quiet the doubts and re-establish his dominance. Instead, the night took an unexpected turn. For the first time in his career, Davis didn't look untouchable. His movements seemed slower, his reactions less sharp, and his focus questionable. Meanwhile, Roach entered with confidence, composure, and a clear game plan, turning what was expected to be a showcase into a competitive fight. When Tank dropped to a knee, the moment spread instantly across social media. Fans were stunned. That image didn't match the fearsome finisher they remembered. It looked less like the division's nightmare, and more like a fighter struggling to find himself.
Describe what the feeling was like in the ring, and was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
The bout was officially scored as a majority draw, but for many watching, it told a different story. Roach left the ring with momentum and newfound respect, while Tank walked away under heavier scrutiny than ever before. Almost overnight, his name started disappearing from pound-for-pound discussions. The excitement around blockbuster matchups faded too. Instead of calling for super fights, fans began asking tougher questions about commitment, discipline, and responsibility.
This is my opinion. Sure. It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision, or I think the draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, man, if you take a knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking a point off. That's the bottom line. You're taking a point off. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, he's like, a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not, look, Did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, I mean, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
What only intensified the backlash was what came next. Rather than pushing for a rematch to erase any doubt, Tank has shown little interest in running it back. The idea has been quietly avoided, and fans have taken notice. Many believe he understands the risk, that a second meeting could go even worse and leave lasting damage to his reputation. That's when the narrative truly shifted. Supporters began to question his motivation, concluding that the drive to prove himself may no longer be there. Instead of chasing legacy-defining challenges, it's starting to look like the focus has shifted towards safer opportunities and bigger checks.
Well, first off, the rematch, yes, it don't look like it's happening. That's just to, put it out there and be transparent with everyone, because that's the only question I get 10 times a day, maybe even more. So, that's what it is, and that's what it's looking like. Again, we still haven't heard from his camp, specifically when it comes to the business. So, it is what it is. As far as my future, man, we moving on. We can't just sit around and drag our feet. But there has been some recent news that, his charges got dismissed in Florida.
Well, that's good news. But does that open up the possibility for talks to reopen, Champ, or are you gonna move on for the time being and maybe revisit this later? What's the general feeling with you and your camp?
I mean, like I said, we're not going to sit and wait. I think their best bet is to, try to structure something. If not, we're going to move forward. We don't have time to be, it's not like we're the cash cow, you know what I'm saying?
But do you think he even wants to fight you?
Honestly, no.
And this is where the frustration reaches its peak. Instead of pursuing elite competition, Tank has shifted attention toward Jake Paul, a social media star whose rise in boxing has come through matchups with former MMA fighters and well-known personalities, not proven world-level contenders.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
To be fair, Jake Paul understands how to generate attention and drive massive numbers. But for someone like Gervonta Davis, once positioned as boxing's standard bearer, being linked to this kind of matchup feels less like a bold move and more like a step backward.
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you want to call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove me.
Fans aren't fooled. Many view this direction as a clear cash play. Tank understands that a fight with Jake Paul guarantees attention and a major payday, but when it comes to competition or long-term legacy, it adds nothing. Choices like this usually signal a shift in mindset, away from the sport itself and toward boxing purely as a financial venture. And right now, that's the impression surrounding Tank's career.
I want to talk about, just because I'm curious, so you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you been have you had any times maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, not retire, but take a break, but the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I already made a promise. To Al, we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I can stick around and just, I will help people and guide people, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know? Like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know, just building myself up as a person, you know what I mean? As a great human being. That's what I'm focusing on.
But there's a deeper layer to all of this, and it may not have anything to do with Jake Paul at all. Long before the Roach fight, Tank was already floating the idea of walking away. Subtle retirement hints, vague social posts, and even open comments about not knowing how much longer he wanted to continue started appearing. Pause on that for a moment. This was a fighter still unbeaten, still a major draw, and still considered one of the sport's biggest attractions, yet he was already questioning his future. That isn't typical. It suggests someone who had mentally disconnected from the grind well before he ever shared the ring with Lamont Roach.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that's installed in me, just loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right reason.
After that draw, after the criticism, and after the shock of being exposed on a global stage, the idea of retirement suddenly doesn't seem far-fetched anymore. The conversation has shifted, and even voices within the sport are speaking up. Claressa Shields, widely regarded as one of the greatest fighters of her generation and someone close to Tank, made a blunt observation. She suggested that what he needs right now isn't another camp, another opponent, or another tune-up, but professional help. That statement speaks volumes. When people in his inner circle start pointing to mental and emotional struggles, it becomes clear this situation goes far beyond wins and losses inside the ring.
Are you retiring?
What changed? We made this shit trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to swap today.
At this point, it's bigger than boxing. It's about Gervonta Davis as a person. The mental strain, the fading focus, the frustration bleeding into his private life, it all seems to be catching up at once. And honestly, there may be truth in what's being said. Maybe stepping away is exactly what he needs. Not to reset his career, but to reset himself. Because the version we're seeing now doesn't resemble a champion driven by purpose. It looks like someone going through the motions, disconnected from the fire that once defined him. And that's the real tragedy here. Tank Davis had the talent to be remembered as one of the greatest lightweights of his generation, and watching that potential slip away hurts more than any loss ever could.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just gotta accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
He had the talent to rule across weight classes, shape an era, and become a symbol of boxing's future. Yet his story may end differently. Not as a legend, but as a cautionary tale. A fighter whose problems beyond the ropes overshadowed his skill. Someone critics say avoided the toughest tests, chasing attention and easy money instead of cementing a place among the sport's greats. We've watched this pattern play out before. Boxers blessed with rare ability who never managed to outrun their inner battles. And at this moment, many believe Tank is drifting dangerously close to becoming another name on that list.
There we go again. That's why I don't do interviews anymore, because they always take my word and misconstrue it. You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about individual, we wasn't talking about nobody specific, and we wasn't talking about Tank. Tank's my baby. Tank, Kenny said, out of 100, 2 of them love you. That's one of them that do love you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I don't want. He's a grown man, and he has the right to make the grown man decisions that he wants. So let's get that. Put that up. Everybody's snatching something and don't even have a clue. And that's what I was saying about social media. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear a person say it out their mouth, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I love all my fighters, but I'm just trying to tell them, man, I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. I'm getting to a point in my life that it's just getting on my nerves that they don't appreciate the work that we are putting in. Appreciate. Show up for the coach. Be on time. That is stuff I'm talking about.
Stop this narrative about Tank not paying their account. Each and every time I worked that corner with Tank, Tank took care of me. And he gonna continue to take care of me. Tank is family for life. Yeah. And it wasn't you that started the Southpaw. It started a couple years ago with the Vegas Rat. But in Baltimore, we don't count other men's pockets. I don't give he's a billionaire. I'm not counting his pockets.
So does this mark the end for Gervonta Davis? Is this truly the final chapter? At the moment, it certainly feels that way. Legal troubles, fading hunger, a disappointing draw with Lamont Roach, a rematch that never happened, the sideshow talk involving Jake Paul, and growing retirement rumors all paint a picture of a fighter running low on momentum and motivation.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with it. Like, nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game, I take that back. Right hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
But what's your take? Has Gervonta Davis truly reached the end of his boxing journey, or is there still one final run left in him? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this debate could shape how this era of boxing is remembered. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.